Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my video. So this video is going to be on how different tire sizes affect the differential on your all-wheel drive car. So here's the story on this issue that I'm having. I had a really bad alignment issue with the front of my car, and I drove that way for a good, I don't know, 6,000-7,000 miles, and the inner part of my tire was worn to the point where the had metal spikes coming on my tire. So I had to go to a used tire shop and get 2 used tires, and had to go and get an alignment immediately after that. But here's the thing. I told the guy I needed the same exact tires because I needed that front alignment job. Well, I specifically told them that I needed, the same tires so that I could get an alignment done. And what they do, they gave me a different size tire. The front tires, 2 front tires are larger than the back tire. So when I got the alignment done, they could only do the front alignment, which is good because I got the front aligned. The tire in the back, as you can see, are pretty decent. I'm pretty sure the back is pretty aligned without any issue. I don't think I need to align the back after I get the tires replaced. But here's the problem. So after I got done, I was told that I would, the different tire sizes would affect my differential. Like it would, if I drive it this way for a while, it could destroy my differential. It's a four-wheel drive car, you're not supposed to drive it with different tires, different size tires. So here's the thing. I drove it for I would say 7,000 miles with round out tires. The tires are really bad. Anyway, this front end had so many issues. I was working on it. It is a car that's in the process of getting everything done to it. So I am ordering parts from eBay, waiting for the parts to come in, put it in, stuff like that. Didn't want to get an alignment, put it in, and then have to get an alignment after that. I waited, and was driving it till the tires rounded out. So I drove 7,000 miles round out tires. The tires on those tires are good. The ones that I had was just really awful, and I drove that way for a while. But I really don't know how much damage it's gonna incur. If you guys know, because I've been looking it up, how much driving do you have to do with different size tire, mismatched tires, before the differential actually breaks down on you? I couldn't actually get that answer online. I googled it. I don't think there's a specific mileage with it. Do you have to drive a ton of mileage? This is not my first. No, this might be my first all-wheel drive car. I've had four-wheel drive cars before. This is my first four-wheel drive car. So, normally I don't if I have a four-wheel drive car, I don't actually have it on four-wheel drive mode at all the time. Only when I need it. But it's an all-wheel drive car, so it's a little bit different. So I drove it maybe 30-40 miles yesterday with different size tires in the front and the back. So I don't know how, because there's just so many setups with this, as far as people have so many questions on four-wheel drive, all-wheel drive setups. And if you guys like me, you guys probably watch the videos. Man, it's cold outside, but you probably watched a ton of videos and did some search on Google, stuff like that, and probably had a whole ton of questions about, hey, you've seen the videos where the differentials are messed up and the casings are messed up because people have different size tires, but there's so many questions on it, like different size tires in the front and the back. If you're gonna change one tire, should you change all 4 tires? On an all-wheel drive truck, stuff like that, like different sizes. Is it does it make a difference if the wheels in the front are different than from the back? Does it make a difference if you drive, you have like your one tire on one side that's like a little bit off than the tire on the other side? Oh man. But nobody actually answers this question about like how far can you drive with different size tires. And when I say different size tires, they don't actually go into specifics on whether the differences in the size of tires of the front to the back, or different size of tires on the sides. Some people get like go into it to the point where, well, I have different manufacturers of the tires. They're the right size, but it's just different manufacturers. What about the treads? If the treads are different, it just drives me insane just how many questions just pop up. When I was looking at Google, doing a Google search, I'm like going down the list, and like so many questions pop up where, like why do car manufacturers, they couldn't make a better car than, with a stronger differential these days, and then, having different size tires that's just off by a bit could destroy your differential. Come on, guys. I know transmissions are like a really finicky thing. You put in the wrong oil and mess it up. If you don't change the oil enough, it'll mess it up. If you change it, after a certain point, it'll mess it up. Come on. How are automatic transmissions such a difficult thing, man? I mean, I'm not a automatic transmission specialist. I mean, I don't want to get into that, but still, it's like, come on. So all these little differences, and then you have people going, all these little differences could destroy your differential. All these little differences could destroy your differential. And then others saying that, you're all right if you're within like half an inch or something like that. But if it's larger than that, if you drive it enough, it'll destroy the differential. But nobody actually says like how much driving, how many miles do you have to put on? How many miles do you need to put on before that differential gets destroyed? Like it's like, and I'm like looking for it. I'm like, somebody told me, well, you gotta drive it a lot, like a week. And then somebody else, told me, like, come on, man. I don't. If anybody has the answer to this, let me know. What's a good figure of how many miles you gotta drive with different size tires to destroy the differential on your car? If you guys have that answer, let me know, because I've been looking around. I'm kind of a bit lazy these days. I'm not gonna, there's no videos on it as far as I can tell. And this is like a pretty important question, considering just putting different size tires on your car could destroy the differential on your car. And in some cases, just mess up your transmission really good. For such an important question, there seems to be very little answers for it on YouTube or anywhere else. So I'm just absolutely flabbergasted by it. But I just want to put this video out there because I'm going to get my tires changed up. Obviously, I'm going to get my tires changed to the right size tire, because I don't want to be driving. I don't want to take the chance of just driving like this and just have it mess up my differential on my transmission anymore. But to be honest with you, I did drive on the front tires being absolutely bolted out, and when I hit a certain mileage, my car was shaking like over 50, over 60. It was driving like it was shaking a bit, because crazy as I am, I did I was driving with the axle, with one of the bearings of the axle. The axle in this car has 3 bearings. I was actually driving with one of the bearings that kind of slipped off. So I was driving on 2 bearings with an axle, an axle with 2 bearings, and it kept on. And I drove that way for maybe about 3 or 4 days before I changed it up, because I didn't have time for it. I didn't have time for it. So I know. I'm gonna get a lot of flack from people. You're an idiot, and all that stuff. You know, you shouldn't be doing that because that's gonna ruin this and that, this and that. I don't think I don't think it ruined anything except for the axle, and the axle was already ruined to begin with. So I actually just put a brand new axle in there, and I don't think it caused any more stress on the casing. I don't think so. I mean, but it's not, it wasn't like I had a ton of time to do it and stuff like that. But yeah, so just want to make a little video on it. So I don't know how much that actually does affect the differential too, considering I was driving like that for a little bit. But let's see how I'll keep you guys updated. If you guys are watching this and you guys want to know, I'll keep you updated. My personal thoughts on cars is, they should be strong enough to handle something like that. I mean, it's like I'm looking at messages online and on boards and googling stuff and on YouTube and stuff like that. And it just seems like cars are so delicate these days. It doesn't like take too much to just destroy something on a car. It's just ridiculous to me. It's just ridiculous to me. Like a little something like being off on a tire size could destroy your transmission. Come on, guys. Come on. I don't think that's absolutely the truth. I think a lot of these cars that have transmission destroyed by tire sizes already have like really bad transmissions to begin with. That's my own personal thought on that. That's my own personal thought on that, because these cars are driving through like a whole bunch of different kind of terrains and stuff like that. Just a tire size off, with different tires can destroy your transmission. That's kind of crazy to me. But that's just my thought on it. Let me know what you guys, what your experiences are. And if you guys know that answer to like how much driving do you need to do before you ruin your differential on your transmission, your differential with driving on different size time. You guys know that answer, let me know. All right, thanks.